How is everybody missing this one detail about Belal versus JDM? I've heard horrible takes from DJ's take.
When I sat there and watched the fight, I felt that Belal Muhammad was doing enough to beat him.
To DC and Dominic Cruz's take, which is turned into everybody else's takes.
Wow. I'll be real, chat. This is probably the worst fight IQ I've ever seen displayed from a fighter in UFC history now. I'll be real. I thought Belal was up 3-1 going into the 5th.
Honestly, they're shouting nonsense like Jon Jones does at comedy clubs.
Well, my Kiwi over here, it was just the resource of everything. That's awesome.
Are you sure this is alcohol? Or?
I've heard the take from MMA Friction that isn't that bad. But there's one simple detail that literally only Jack Slack has picked up on apparently. And DC did mention this once, but he didn't understand how and why it's happened. The reason that JDM won was simply because of the jab and dip, or the cross and dip. Everybody saw JDM jab in a dip, and everyone thought it's head movement. But I saw it, and I was thinking, very simply, that's very good takedown defense proactively, which is why JDM defended the takedown attempts. People said Belal needed to wrestle more. He was trying to, but JDM managed the distance well and employed proactive takedown defense. You see, in striking, your feet are your first line of defense, then your hands, then your head. And if you're confused about this, I've made a video called You Don't Understand Defense, which breaks this down a little bit for you. I will make an advanced defense guide. But in wrestling or grappling, first line of defense is your head. If I can get as low as my opponent, then I can avoid getting taken down. But if they get below my head, then I can use my arms and down block or something or other in order to stop my opponent from getting to my hips. Then, if that fails, then I can move my legs out the way to sprawl or to try do something like that. So JDM was using the jab and dip in order to lower his head and lower his level so that if Belal tries to do a reactive takedown or a proactive takedown, he would lower himself and block the shot. Even DC said, this is head, hands, defense. DC saw it. We all saw it. We all saw JDM dip down and block the takedowns of Belal. And that's why he won. It's very simple. He outboxed Belal. He employed proactive takedown defense using the jab and dip. And when Belal read the jab and dip, JDM adapted and then went back to the jab and dip to show that it was something that worked. And I don't understand how nobody's really mentioning the jab and dip as proactive takedown defense instead of head movement. It's not just head movement, it was in order to block the incoming danger of the takedown. Like and subscribe.